YHUH. Hey, bringing you another daily message. I want to read a little bit of precepts right quick. I want to start off in Acts 13, and I want to talk about the Masha'ach, right? How he is preached in the world through different doctrines, different traditions, and that we have taken the scriptures and we just actually threw the Ruach totally out the window. Let's get back to understanding the true Ruach of the Creator Yahuwah for the whole world to be unified under one Creator. So here in Acts 13, in verse 38 says, "Be it known unto you, therefore, men and brethren, that through this man is preached unto you the forgiveness of sin." If you don't know what sin is, you got some researching to do. But I'll tell you the shortcut. Go to First Yahweh, chapter 3, verse 4, and look at what sin is, family. And therefore, we want to get away from sin, right? But he is preached into the world to teach us what sin is so that we do not fail before the Creator. You know what I'm saying? So now he goes on to say this, "And by him, all that believe are justified from all things from which ye could not be justified by the law of Moshe." The law of Moshe isn't a bad thing, family. It is the schoolmaster that's supposed to bring us to the faith, basically, right? And then the faith, which is in Yahusha, the true Messiah, he is just reiterating the law of Moshe that he got from the Creator Yahuwah. Let's stop killing the instructions of the Creator Yahuwah in our daily lives, in our spiritual understanding. We have to have the fundamental foundations, family. So, hey, here we are. He says that, "And by him, all that believe are justified from all things from which you could not be justified by the law of Moshe," which is talking about animal sacrifice, technically. You know what I'm saying? The law is holy, the law is just, and the commandments are righteous, right? But here's the warning that Shaul will give us. He says, "Beware, therefore, lest that come upon you, which is spoken of the prophets. Behold, you despisers, and why are you trying to catch me? Behold, you despisers, and you wonders, and perish, for I work a work in your days, a work which ye shall in no wise believe, though a man declared it unto you." Men are teaching the truth in the earth. Is it real truth or is it independent doctrines? If they don't come with the law and the prophets, then what are they teaching us, family? We got to be able to have ears to hear and eyes to see what the Kodesh Ruach is teaching us, even though there's a lot of information that people are receiving, and a lot of it just ain't good, family, right? Nor righteous. But hey, he goes on to say, "And when the Elohim were gone out of the synagogue, the Greeks besought that these words might be preached to them the next Shabbat." Hey, because they were hearing some stuff that they never heard before that sound right to them, right? Hey, can you teach us this information to be right with the Creator? That's what they're asking, right? He says, "Now when the congregation was broken up, many of the Elohim and the religious proselytes followed Shaul and Barnabas, who, speaking to them, persuaded them to continue in the grace of Yahuwah." Family, and guess what happened the next Shabbat? Hey, verse 44 said this, "And the next Shabbat day, almost the whole city together, they came together to hear the word of Yahuwah being spoken by these men who put their lives in danger to teach the righteousness of the Creator Yahuwah in the name of Yahusha, because that's where our authority comes from the Masha'ach family. It's just so important that we pay attention to what we're dealing with. So, and the next Shabbat day came almost the whole city together to hear the word of Yahuwah. Now, here's where the haters come in at. Here's where the sons of Belial come in at. Here's where disruptors come in at. Because when they see people hearing truth, they come and they try to blend in and they try to deceive the ones who are learning and being increased. It says, "But when the Elohim saw the multitudes, they were filled with envy and spake against those things which were spoken by Shaul, contradicting and blaspheming." Right? Then Shaul and Barnabas waxed bold. They stood their ground and said, it was necessary that the word of YaHUaH should first have been spoken to you, the Elohim, that is, right? But seeing you put it from you because you don't want to deal with your Father, the Creator. You don't want to deal with the holy instructions or the law, right? He said, but seeing you put it far from you and judge yourselves unworthy of everlasting life, look, we turn to the nations to give them the information of salvation. For so have YaHUaH commanded us, saying, I have set thee to be a light of the nations, that thou shouldest be for the salvation to the ends of the earth. Talking about the Mashiach whom we teach, who is a light to the ends of the nations, right? Let me throw one more thing in here right fast, family. Then I'm going to get out of here. Let's go to Yeshua, I believe, chapter 10, right? Yeshua chapter 10, I believe it is. It's going to be 10 or 11. Let me get there right quick so that we can deal with this understanding, family, because it is so important for us to pay attention to how we deal with the light of the message of our Father, YaHUaH, right? So, hey, here in chapter 11, Yeshua chapter 11, it says at verse 1, and there shall come forth a rod out of the stem of Yeshua, and a branch shall grow out of his root, and the Ruach of YaHUaH shall rest upon him, the spirit of wisdom and understanding, the spirit of counsel, might, the spirit of knowledge, and the reverence of YaHUaH, right? He says that, and he shall make him of a quick understanding in the reverence of YaHUaH, and he shall not judge after the sight of his eyes, neither reprove in his hearing. That's not what he's there for the first coming. The first coming is to bring the message, to rejuvenate the message, basically. At the second coming, then he shall judge in the stand of YaHUaH, basically, right? So then he goes on to say here, down at verse 10, is where I want to be. It says that, and in that day, what day? The last days when the Mashiach returns, right? In that day, there shall be the root of Yeshua, which shall stand for the sign, right, of the people. To it, the nations seek, and his rest shall be glorious. Do you know what the rest of the Mashiach is all about? It's about the millennium kingdom. What did YaHUaH say? That because the Elohim was given the message first, and they reject the knowledge of the Creator YaHUaH, they reject the law of the Creator YaHUaH, now is given to the nations to have opportunity to come into the fold of the Creator YaHUaH, to be engrafted in the same way the house of Yehuda was engrafted in with the other 11 tribes, family. So basically, all I'm saying is, let's pay attention to the holy instructions. Let's stop killing the word of Moshe. Let's stop killing the holy instructions of the Creator YaHUaH. Let's stop listening to men who blaspheme the righteousness of the Creator YaHUaH. And let's stand bold in the truth and the righteousness of YaHUaH. Family, hey, this is my information. You don't have to agree with my information, but it is my information. I do hope my information is enlightening and it helps you become better students of scriptures. If so, hey, please like, subscribe, and share this channel so other people have an opportunity to hear this information. Other than that, family, I love you. I hope this is a blessing. May you grow in truth and knowledge. In Yahushua's name, for the teachings of the mighty words of the Creator YaHUaH, HalaluYAH. Shalom, 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 family. Shalom.